Good morning, everyone. My goodness me, is this coffee needed this morning. I know the irony that I literally spent the majority of the last vlog saying that I'm really trying not to have my morning coffee as early and I'm trying to push it back and I'm trying to have it later. This morning that has just not worked out because I am so tired this morning. Like, I literally feel like I could have had an extra like 3-4 hours sleep. I feel like we're officially hitting that point of the year where it's just really difficult to wake up. I am someone that really struggles to wake up when it's dark outside, and I get really affected by the seasons. I definitely have SAD to like some extent, and I think that especially kind of like manifests within my sleep. And if it's dark outside, I just do not want to wake up. And I have a Lumi light, like I do have one of those wake up lights that I have had for years. I have been an advocate for a Lumi light for literally, like when I say an advocate as in not working for them, just like naturally, organically telling people in my life to get them, and every single time I tell people that they need one, they're like, I don't need one, that's just like a little bit too far, like I can easily get up in the dark. Everyone that I persuaded to get one has literally been like, my life has been changed. I could never go back to not having a Lumi light. It makes waking up so much easier, so much better. I'm less groggy in the morning. So if you haven't thought about it, definitely have a look at Lumi lights. I will leave some link down below because they are just amazing. But even with using my Lumi light this morning, I really struggled to wake up. It's now not, when is the sunrise actually now? Because it's something I always find really interesting, looking at the sunrise and sunset, and I do feel like, I know I said it in my last video, but since coming back from Italy, it's kind of hit me harder just when the sun is rising and setting. Sunrise is now 6:59. 6:59 a.m, which means I'm officially awake for almost 2 hours before the sun starts to rise, which is just too much. It's just too much to be awake that early when it's that dark. I love it in the summer because I feel like I can watch the sunrise beautifully in the morning, and like I get to like do some like morning rituals, and in the winter it is so difficult. So I'm gonna have this morning coffee because I need all the caffeine I can get today. It is also officially hot coffee weather. I have switched to my hot coffees in the morning. I'm still not quite ready to say goodbye to iced coffees just yet because we are just having such a typical like British autumn. I'm so sorry. I feel like this has been the most British start to a vlog. Literally talking about sunrise, sunset and the weather within the first 5 minutes. But in the UK, it's very common in kind of like October time to have very cold mornings, very cold evenings, but then the middle of the day gets really warm. So when you wake up in the morning, you just want to put on like your coziest dressing gown, you want to put on like your thickest knits, you want to get really cozy. By the middle of the day, you're stripping off the layers. It feels really hot and sunny. I open the doors back up again, like it feels like kind of midsummer by like mid-afternoon, and then in the evening, cold, chilly, cozy vibes again. So I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to the iced coffees, but this morning was definitely a hot coffee morning. This morning was also quite a triumph because I feel like I never really get to do this. I have finished a product, and it always goes to show how much I enjoy a product when I actually finish it. Because of the nature of my job, I obviously get to like rotate a lot of products. When I'm maybe in the middle of something, I'll try something new and kind of like swap over. So it's really rare for me to actually finish a product, and this is completely gone. Like I cannot get those bits out. I have been trying, even with like my nails, these little bits in the corner. This is completely empty now, and I rarely ever do that. This is the Lizelle Super Skin Moisturizer, and I have loved this summer. It's a little bit of a thicker moisturizer, so it's really nice with how dry my skin has been recently. So really excited to throw that. I always feel like I just throw the products and never talk to you about them. So when I finished this morning, I was like, I need to document this momentous moment because I really loved that. And speaking of dry skin, I loved using this last night, the Lancome Regenery Rich Cream. This is the new one that I unboxed in yesterday's video, and oh my gosh, it is like the thickest, dreamiest cream you've ever felt. It's not like balmy or anything like that. It's not greasy or oily. It's just like a really lovely consistency, and it smells Oh, absolutely incredible. Honestly, I feel like they're going to need to bring this scent out in like a body cream, because I love the consistency of this, but I cannot justify using a very expensive face cream on the rest of my body. But it just feels so beautiful, and there's nothing worse for me than in the evening when my face feels really like greasy. I just want it to feel really nice and moisturized, and it really did feel like my skin just drank this up. So absolutely loved this, and perfect timing for it to have arrived, because I've completely finished this one. So dream team, dream team. Before I get started with my day though, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat because things are going to be changing around here a little bit, and I always like to properly announce it and probably keep you guys in the loop, because I have been really sitting down to kind of reanalyze and like think about my content moving forward, what I want for the future of PetiteElliee, the kind of content that I want to be creating, and how I want to be kind of like positioning myself across platforms. And as much as YouTube is my favorite platform, I feel like I get so much return from it from you guys. Like, I love chatting to you. Honestly, a day that I go without vlogging always feels like a day, not a day wasted, but it just feels like a day that I've just kind of like missed off. And I can't thank you enough for like your kindness and your support, and I absolutely love you guys. But I do feel like going forward, I feel like the content that I've been putting out recently, it's just not maybe been my best content that I've ever created, and I feel like that's part and parcel with just the quantity that I have been creating. I have been doing 3 videos a week since literally, gosh, I remember I took a break just before we moved, but I pretty much did it for the whole of 2022 and the whole of 2023. I think it's been about 2 years now that I have been creating 3 videos a week. And it's really funny, whenever I tell people that I do 3 YouTube videos a week, their reaction is always like, what? How do you have the time? How do you have enough to talk about? Like, how do you create 3 videos a week? And up until this point, I've always found it quite like manageable. I found it okay, but I do feel like moving forward, personally for me as well, but I also feel like for you guys, I feel like 3 is just becoming a little bit unmanageable with regards to the creating content on my side, but also with regards to like keeping up with content. I know there's so many other YouTubers out there that you probably want to keep up with as well, and I just feel like 3 videos a week has just become a little bit too, it's too not too quantifiable. There's too much of a quantity there. There's too many videos. And I want to kind of like drop it down and just make sure that I'm really focusing on quality of my videos and not just quantity. I never want to pick up the camera and just be like, oh my god, I have nothing to talk about. Let's just ramble about a random thing for like 10 minutes just to fill the vlog. I always want to make sure that we're like properly catching up about something, or properly having a talk about something, or I'm showing you things of interest, and I'm not just kind of like filling time, which is what I feel like recently, particularly in between my travels, I felt a lot of pressure to like keep up those uploads, which was a little bit ridiculous when I look back at it, because I was traveling so much, like literally south of France, Lisbon and Italy, all in the space of about 3 weeks of each other. And so obviously, because they were like long weekly vlogs, I was having to like really film in advance, and I never want my videos to get like too far ahead, and there's just so much thought that's gone into it. But I do feel like it's probably the best decision moving forward. Now, I have done this in the past, and I really hope you guys will be patient with me and forgive me for doing this, because when I did this last year, just before moving house, you were having none of it. Like, you did not like the 2 videos. You just felt like there was too big a gap between the videos, and so many of you called for the 3 videos to be back. And we will do this as a trial period, so let me know if you are missing my face, if 2 videos is not enough. But I feel like the best solution moving forward is just to really like hone in the days that I'm going to be uploading. So I'm going to keep my Sunday upload, because I feel like Sundays are just everyone's favorite day to like get cozy in the evening. You've like gotten ready for the week ahead, you've done your like Sunday chores, and you can just sit down and watch your favorite YouTubers. So I'm definitely going to be keeping Sundays, but instead of doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to combine that into a Wednesday video. So Sundays and Wednesdays moving forward are my upload days, and I really hope that this is going to work out. I also feel like it's quite a good day, because I don't really know many people that upload on a Wednesday. I feel like Wednesday is a bit of a dud day with regards to YouTube content, so hopefully I'll be able to fill that day with you if you also find that it's a bit of a dud day, because I know quite a lot of people upload on a Tuesday, so many people upload on a Thursday, and I feel like a Wednesday is just going to be a really nice day, and then that's like a good gap between the Sunday and the Wednesday, like 2 a week, kind of like 1 mid-weekly, 1 right at the end of the week. So hopefully that's going to work out moving forward, and you can definitely expect my vlogs to be as long as they always are, but just full of like quantity vlogs rather than quality. I say that, not quantity vlogs rather than quality, quality vlogs rather than quantity. I say that. I don't exactly create the most like mind-boggling vlogs. I am nowhere near as talented as like Victoria and Alex, who create literal documentaries. It will still be just me pottering about my daily life, but it will also just give me a bit of a chance to like focus on other platforms, like for example TikTok. I really want to up my TikTok game, because I do find it a really fun app to be on, and I feel like you can just get a little bit more creative. I feel like I can show a bit more of my personality. Obviously Instagram is like my main platform. It's like my bread and butter. I absolutely love Instagram, the aesthetic of it, creating videos, and I really want to make sure that my videos are like more informative over there as well. So I feel like it's just going to be like a big content mix up, and I know for a lot of people the beginning of September is like that time to do that. I know so many people say that they prefer September, like the 1st of September, they prefer it over the 1st of January. I have basically pushed this back a month, and for me, the 1st of October is like the new school year. It's like a new season, new content, new schedule, new switch up, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I just wanted to kind of like let you know that that was going to be happening moving forward, because I would hate for you to like not have seen this video and just kind of like suddenly miss my videos and be like, where was Ellie on Tuesday? And then suddenly I pop up on a Wednesday, so I can actually lay it down. And I was going to tell you in yesterday's video, but it had gotten so long and I didn't want to just like tag that on the end, because I know a lot of people don't watch to the end of videos, which if that's you, I would always recommend watching to the end, because sometimes I feel like my videos like get better over time and there's like little nuggets at the end of the video that I leave there for you. But I thought I would just announce it in this video. Things are gonna be changing, and I really hope that's okay with you. Please don't hate me. Please make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already, because you don't want to miss a single upload. And I'm really, really excited about the Sunday, Wednesday uploads moving forward. Something else that has changed that's been sitting in the background of that video that you've probably noticed is this little corner over here. We have said goodbye to the mirror. I've gotten rid of it and I've replaced it with some new artwork. And I know I mentioned in yesterday's video that we actually went to HomeSense at the weekend, and I have to say HomeSense for me is the best place to find art. It's very much like an antiques centre in the sense that like sometimes there is absolute duds there. There is nothing cute, you don't like anything, and you really have to like sift through a lot of I don't want to say a lot of crap, but yeah, a lot of crap to find the hidden gems. Like you really, really do have to do the work to find it. But when you find those gems, oh my goodness me. Like for example, this print over here is actually a TK Maxx / HomeSense, or if you're in America, I believe it's TJ Maxx, but was a HomeSense find. And I get so many questions about this because it's such a gorgeous piece of artwork. Like it's a canvas print, but it looks like it has been painted on. Like you can literally see the 3D brush strokes, and I loved the fact that it came with the frame, and I just feel like it looks so much more expensive than it actually was. I actually got this literally the weekend that we moved into this house. Maybe it wasn't the weekend, but it was really, really quick, because when we first moved into this house, the first thing I did was paint this wall. It was like a really, really ugly pink and blue. It was like, I feel like if you come up closely, you can just about see the line there where it was, but basically this was like just like a weird strip, and then this was blue, and this was like an awful pink, and they weren't like cute blues and pinks, they were horrendous. So the first thing I did was paint this wall white just to match like the rest of the walls. I always knew that I wanted like a nice white breezy dressing room, but that wall then looked really, really stark. So I think literally the first weekend after we moved here, I said to Alex, let's go into HomeSense, let's have a little look and see what kind of artwork they've got. I'd love to get something for this wall, and lo and behold, I found this, and it really is the perfect colour scheme, the perfect kind of like, what's the word? Like I really love that it's abstract, but it's not too abstract. It's just very, very me, and I love how it looks in the background of videos. So that was like the best purchase ever. And we also deliberately placed it quite high because I feel like it really helps like raise the ceiling and make it look a lot bigger in here, which I really, really like. So my new addition from HomeSense is this gorgeous little baby. Now I actually picked up two prints, so I'll show you the other one in a minute, but this was just my favorite because look how beautiful this is. First of all, the frame itself is just gorgeous. This looks like such an expensive frame. It did come with the frame as well, which was absolutely amazing. I love the fact that it's so antique. Like it even looks like it's got some like cracks in it. I really, really love how the frame looks. I think it's just so beautiful. I love how thick it is, but the actual painting inside, my goodness me, is this not just the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? It has been signed by the artist Marmont. I feel like that might be the same artist that did this. Where is it written? Over here? No, it's definitely not. Genty was the one that did this one, but this is done by Marmont, and oh my god, I'm absolutely obsessed with her. Just a little ballerina. I love how she looks. I just love her little tutu, and again, it is like painted on. You can literally feel the brush strokes, which I love. One thing that I've struggled with this corner is that I can never use prints that have like glass on it, even if it's like painter's glass, I think they call it, or like artist glass. Always reflected so much from the windows, so I always needed something that didn't have anything in front of it. I've been looking for like the perfect canvas print for ages. I was debating whether the new Desenio prints that I unboxed in yesterday's vlog would work in here, but as soon as I saw her, I was like, no, she is perfect. And I really love the way that it opens up this space. It's kind of weird because I've always been raised but to believe that mirrors will always open up a space, and having lots of mirrors in a room is the best way to make it look big. But I actually feel like having a bit of like white space, I think they call it like negative space in the kind of like interiors world, actually really works. And I love how it looks over there. I really love the antique frame. I think it's beautiful, and I think I was worried that it was going to be too small, but actually I really love the negative space. And you guys know that I use this a lot as a like filming background, so I really love the fact that it's just like a little bit plainer, and I feel like it's going to work so well for filming. And I think it just works so well in my dressing room. Like, it really works with the rest of the vibe. I also have just updated the shelves a little bit. I've added my Holland Cooper bag to the top shelf. I always said I wouldn't add something up there, but fun fact, she does not fit anywhere else. Doesn't fit in my cupboard, doesn't fit on any other shelves, doesn't fit in the wardrobe room, so this is the one place she fits. And actually I really like how she looks, because, you know, I just love the like tan tones, and I really love the kind of like white contrast. I feel like that's what I love about this print, is nothing else in this room is that dark, so I really love the contrast of the dark background of the painting, and then obviously the really white, like stark whiteness of the ballerina's tutu. Love the fact that she's got brunette hair, because she reminds me of me, although fun fact, I was never a ballerina. I went to like 3 classes, and the teacher literally said to my mum, she's not really quite got the balance and the what's the word, the elegance that a ballerina should, which is hilarious, because nowadays I always just try and like look feminine and elegant, but yeah, was not made to be a ballerina, so I can just live vicariously through my painting. So I'm loving how the office is looking. This has just undone itself. I just had this tied up. My little outfit of the day, my shirt dress. Let me tie this belt up. There we go, that's a bit better. My little River Island shirt dress. I absolutely love this, especially for days like today when I'm just going to be at home. I just have a few meetings today. I'm going to be filming a bit of content because it's such a comfy dress. It's really stretchy. It's actually the stretchiest shirt dress I've ever owned. And the UGG slippers are officially out. That's when you know it is cozy season, when the UGG slippers are out. But I really love this dress. I just think it's so perfect this time of year. It also comes in black, so I'll leave them both linked down below. But yeah, outfit of the day in my dressing room. Just so obsessed with how it's looking. It's making me so happy. This is what I love about the new season. Just adding in a few little changes, switching up the space, and just making it feel like, just giving it a new lease of life. It's my favourite. And then the other print I picked up is in a space that you do not often get to see, and I'm so sorry, I can literally see it on the camera how much it is pixelating, because it is so dark in our hallway. We have a north facing hallway, so it's like really dark and moody, which we've kind of like leaned into. I love the blue walls because it really works in person, but obviously on camera it comes up very grainy. But this is the other print that I picked up, and they actually had quite a few of them, like of these paintings, different kind of like flowers. They had different, I think there was one that was like a dog or something. So definitely go and check out your local Home Sense and see what they've got in store, because these are just gorgeous. And again, came with the frame, and everyone is in agreement that the frame's like the best thing of this, but we just loved the saxophonist. I think he looks so cool, and I also quite like the way that it ties in to our little wedding countdown. I've turned these over because we still have not set a date yet, so I currently just have them at blank, which is hilarious. But yeah, however many days until we become Mr. and Mrs. Parner. And what I really liked about that is we really want to have a saxophonist at our wedding, so I feel like it kind of like all ties in together. It looks really cute. I quite like this little space. It's just like a little space in our hallway. As I said, you never really see this because this is just like a very boring hallway that I don't exactly ever show because it's so dark, but I just feel like it really like makes the space pop. And what I also really like is the fact that we've got a blue wall with the gold frame here, and then I love this mirror. It's like a little fisheye mirror that I got quite a while ago. Again, I think this was from Home Sense, and it's got a navy blue kind of like outline, gold frame, and on a white wall. So I really liked the fact that they kind of like tied in together. But yeah, I love this little space. I feel like it really works, and I'm so in love with the new artwork. So really happy with those, and they were so affordable as well, and really change up the space. So the perfect addition, as I said, a space that you never normally see, so you guys probably never would have noticed a difference here. You probably had no idea what was here before, but obviously we see this every day as we come in through our front door, so I love him. Maybe we need to name him. Give me some names down below for our ballerina and for our saxophonist. We need a man's name and a lady's name. Comment down below. Oh my goodness, I was just walking past Alex's office. He's in London today. He's not actually at home today, and I hadn't realised that he had done this. But when I came back from the bridal retreat, I showed him my artwork. I think I mentioned in that video. He literally didn't believe that I'd done it until I showed him the time lapse of me painting it, and he said to me, he was like, "Can I have it?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." He's literally put it up in his office. Please excuse the Wi-Fi router that has to live out there, but he's put it up in his office. My heart has just melted. He is literally going to be that dad that I have to be like, babe, throw the artwork away. He's going to be putting it on the fridge. Like, no, but they made this. Like, it's really not professional. And he's literally put it next to the rather professional painting that his dad did, which I feel like it just goes to show how like special it is, the fact that he's put them both together. I think I've shown you this before, but when his dad got quite ill, he got into painting, and it really helped him with regards to just kind of like, you know, passing time, and he was really, really good at it. And I love this painting because if you look down here, that's Alex as a little boy playing in the sun, and I just think that's so, so cute. But the fact that he put my lemon painting up in his office, honestly, my heart could not take it. I was literally just walking past, and because it's like bright yellow, I was like, what is that yellow thing in the corner? And just kind of like came in and went, it's my lemon lemon canvas, it's my painting. Honestly, he's such a muppet. I just couldn't. It made me laugh. I just had to show you. So I have just had a rather exciting delivery that has just arrived from one of my favorite brands, and I feel like it's perfect timing when talking about so much like newness for the new season. I know we've been talking a lot about like changing up things within our home, changing up things within our wardrobe, and there's one thing that I feel like always falls off the radar when it comes to kind of like new season switch ups, and that is our underwear. And I do actually get a lot of questions about my underwear, particularly in autumn winter when I'm wearing a lot of my like knits and roll necks. I like a lot of those kind of like nicely just kind of like fitted roll necks like my Holland Cooper one, and I always get questions about what bra I wear underneath it. Now, I am not an underwire girl. Do not enjoy an underwire, do not enjoy being uncomfortable. I am very much someone that like, I really, really prioritize comfort in my underwear, and sometimes it can be really, really difficult to prioritize comfort but still look nice, and that is why this is one of my favorite brands. I don't know if you can actually see the writing through that. I can't show you the other side because it is got my address written all over it, but this is a lovely new delivery from Sloggy, which I absolutely adore. I feel like Sloggy really have got that balance of like comfort but still look really, really pretty. And I suffered for a really long time with having to wear like really horrible granny bras, and there's nothing worse than like not feeling beautiful in like your underwear that you're wearing. Like at the end of the day, you want to take it off and your partner be like, that's a nice bra, and you're like, thanks. I honestly love that. So I've just got a little note here. So this is all about like the new pieces that they have for autumn winter, which I'm really, really excited about because I feel like it's such a great time to like switch up your underwear, add some new pieces into your wardrobe, maybe look through your old ones that are probably like 4, 5, 6 years old, and say goodbye to the ones that are not looking as cute anymore. I'm going to start with the cutest ones because these are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and these are the perfect things to wear underneath like knitwear because they are completely seamless. So as I said, none of these have underwires because I'm not an underwire girly, and that's what I love about Sloggy. They also don't have a clip at the back, like they're literally like a pull-on bra, which I feel like there's a lot of stigma around that being more like maternity bras or like sports bras, but for me, all of my usual bras, I do not have any clips at the back at the moment. I much prefer ones that I can just slip over my head, and then it means that number one, you can't actually see anything like through your jumpers, but number two, they're so much comfier to wear. So because this is seamless, you are not going to see it through your tops or your jumpers at all. But look at how pretty this is. Oh my goodness me, it's in this gorgeous like cerulean blue. Maybe it's not quite cerulean, it's like maybe a periwinkle blue. This is so, so beautiful. I love the fact that even the straps have like detailing to them, because again, they can just look really unsexy when they're kind of like this big. Like if this was just like a plain beige bra, I feel like it would look like a maternity bra, but because it's got the gorgeous pattern to it, the gorgeous color, it makes it so much more beautiful, and you feel really lovely when you wear it. It is padded on the inside, like not padded in the sense of like a push up, but like it does have that like support, so you do get that kind of softness, and you don't have to worry about any nip slips poking through. I'm just trying to see if these have a slip. Yeah, they've got like a little slit here, so you can pull out the like bra padding when you wash these, because otherwise they do get so mangled up in the wash. I always get so annoyed at that when bras don't let you pull it out, or like bikinis or anything like that. But I love that periwinkle blue color, and then I also got the same one in this. Wow, that's coming up bright on camera. So this is more of like a coral color. On camera it's coming up like a fuchsia red, like a neon red, but it's definitely more kind of like corally. I feel like it's because it's quite a dark grey day today that it is just really picking up on that color. But I just love the fact that it's so pretty. They're such gorgeous bras. They make me actually feel like I'm wearing something really, really lovely, and yet they are so so comfortable. What I quite like about these actually is they have like a kind of ridge underneath, which, okay, this is gonna be way TMI, but I feel like we're all women here, like we all know what we're talking about, but there's nothing worse than when it kind of, it doesn't support you underneath. Like I don't want an underwire. It's really hard to explain. Basically, I feel like you can kind of lift them up and put them on this, and then they kind of like sit nicely, like it holds it in. I feel like it's the best way to describe them. So I don't know if you can see, it's like a little ridge, but it's not an underwire or anything like that. Like it's super, as you can see, flexible, super comfortable. So I really, really love those. And I will also wear them underneath dresses like this. Like you can never see the bras that I am wearing underneath. We then have this one, which is a really, really gorgeous one. It's like another periwinkle blue color. This one does actually have a clip at the back, so it's probably a little bit more supportive if you are someone that's maybe a little bit bigger than me. I know a lot of women comment on the fact that maybe I'm a little bit smaller. I am personally a D, so I'd say I'm kind of like middle size. So if you're maybe a little bit bigger, this would probably be a bit better for you. As you can see, it's like a really gorgeous kind of like mold. The fact that you've got the cut there, it just gives you the loveliest shape. Still, it's super, super comfy. And then the last one I've actually got is a set. Now, this one is more like my summer bra. I usually wear this one for more like strappy tops, camis, and like dresses and things like this, because this one doesn't actually have any molding or anything like that. So it's so much better for summer because it's really lightweight. And I just love this fuchsia pink color. I mean, how gorgeous is that? It's coming up a bit more purpley on camera, but it's very much more of like a fuchsia pink. Again, this one does have a strap at the back, and what I really like about this is it does have elasticated adjustable straps, so they will fit you perfectly. And this is great to wear underneath dresses that are maybe a little bit more like slinky, or my kind of like dresses that have got more of a sweetheart neckline. I'll usually opt for something like this. And this one also comes with matching underwear, which I love. And I love it when the underwear is completely no VPL. It is seamless. You're not going to see that underneath like dresses or leggings. There's nothing worse than underneath dresses just seeing that like big line. I absolutely hate it, but really love these. They're just like a really lovely kind of like full brief pants, and they are so comfy. You could literally sleep in these. Wouldn't recommend it because you definitely need to let your downstairs breathe, but I just think that's so beautiful, and nothing makes you feel more put together than matching underwear. So thank you so much to Sloggy for sending through these lovely new additions. As I said, it's literally my favorite underwear brand. I've been wearing them for years, so it's really exciting to try some new bits from the new collection. So I will leave these all linked down below if you want to check them out for your new autumnal styling. As I said, such a good time of year to have a bit of a clear out of your underwear drawer and add in some gorgeous new pieces. Well, today has not quite been the weather that we have wanted. I feel like we've spoken so much about the weather in today's vlog. I'm so sorry, but it has been such a grey, dreary, miserable day today. It's not feeling like the most, you know, like cozy autumnal. It's just feeling like a little bit grey, but I've had a new delivery I thought we could unbox together that might be able to brighten up the day a little bit, because this is from Urban Decay, and I do love Urban Decay products. I feel like some of their makeup bits are just iconic, like their setting spray, iconic, their eyeshadow palettes, iconic. And this is the Hydro Maniac Blush Glow Hydrator, which I am really, really excited about, because you know that I'm really into my blush now. Like, never used to be, but I absolutely love blush now. So I always want to read out the press release that says, hey, say hello to Urban Decay's new Hydro Maniac liquid blush in 6 juicy shades. With up to 24 hours of Maniac hydration, it's the perfect addition to your beauty routine. Whether you're at home, on the go, or heading to an event infused with kombucha, filtrate, and marula oil, the vegan and skin-loving formula is formulas hydrate and protect your skin. Show us how you use it. That is so kind of them. And oh my gosh, I've just noticed, speaking of, they've sent an all-nighter setting spray. Oh, this is literally the best setting spray I've ever used. This is like a your makeup will not budge for the entire day kind of setting spray. I absolutely love it. We also have in here Moon Dust Sparkly Eyeshadow. Ooh, I think I've tried that before, you know. I think that's a really nice one. I might have that upstairs. This is in the shade Space Cowboy. I think I had one in like a shade called Moonstone or something like that, if I remember correctly. But that's such a beautiful little like shimmery champagne color. That's gonna be so lovely. I can't believe I'm already saying this, but for the Christmas period, I'm already saying it. Oh my gosh, I feel like as soon as we get to October, I just can't help myself but think about it. So we have 3 shades here, which all look really, really lovely. We've got this really lovely pinky one in the shade Wrecked. We then have a bit more of like a reddy, kind of like fuchsia pink in the shade Drippin'. And then we've got this one, which is kind of like almost an in-between. I feel like they just kind of like go up in stages. And this one is in the shade obsessed. I feel like, let's be honest, for me, Wrecked is going to be most like my shade. So let's do a little test on the back of my hand, because I do love testing out these products. Now, it doesn't have any shimmer to it, which for me, the blushes I've been using all have a bit of shimmer. That's quite cool, actually. They kind of show you how to use it, which I really, really like. So you just do like a little dot on each of your, like going up your cheekbone, and that is definitely the positioning I have been taught to use with regards to a blusher. So let's blend this in a little bit just with my finger, because that is quite, oh yeah, okay, that's intense, but that's kind of almost goes like into like a watery state as you put it on. I don't know if you can see it, but it almost looks like a sheeny, kind of goes into like a highlight, but not a highlight in like a shimmery sense, a highlight in almost like a wet look sense. That's really, really lovely, especially when it hits the light. That is absolutely beautiful. So we have up to 24-hour hydration. 93% said skin looked glowy, and 95% said it gave a vibrant blush color. Yeah, I would definitely say this is going to give your skin a really, really lovely glow. I feel like it's actually really, like, I don't want to say watered down, but I feel like it's not as intense as I was expecting it to be. So you could probably go in with a little bit more. Like, you don't have to be too light-handed with this, which I really, really like. So I feel like that color is very much me. These ones look a little bit dark for my liking. I feel like they'd be perfect on like a darker skin tone, but I just love like a perfect, it's almost like a mauvey pink. It's absolutely beautiful. It does actually come out quite intense when you first do it. But yeah, really excited about those, and to get a top up of my all-nighter. Dreamy. Thank you so much for such a lovely delivery, Urban Decay. That was really, really kind. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I am in an excellent mood this morning because I've been stressing over the weather literally for the entirety of yesterday. I feel like that was why I was so focused on the weather yesterday, because I was really, really hoping for sunshine today, because today is shoot day and I am so excited about it. You can see a lot of mess behind me. Please excuse the mess. There is just clothes everywhere at the moment, but that is always the way that it works on shoot day, because I have loads of things hung up, things that I want to take out and style up with me. I have my massive Primark bags back there, which I don't think you can actually see, but I always like to fill those with clothes whenever I go and do a shoot. It's so funny, actually. I was talking to Katie about this when we were away in Italy, about how weird it is, like how different we are with regards to shooting now. Like, I remember when I used to go into London, I'd have a suitcase and I would literally just roam the streets of London, like Notting Hill, trying to get photos, whereas nowadays I love shooting locally. I love staying a lot more local and shooting in areas around me, and just really kind of like celebrating Hampshire and the New Forest in itself. So I'm actually heading into Winchester today for the shoot, which I'm really looking forward to, because Winchester is one of my favorite places to shoot, particularly in autumn. I feel like autumn, winter, like the best times to come and visit Winchester. If you are doing like a Hampshire staycation, I would definitely recommend doing a day visit to Winchester, especially when the Christmas market goes up, because it is one of the best Christmas markets. It's literally just behind the cathedral. It's so magical. It's so like, it's always really busy, and the actual like stalls I feel like are so much better than other Christmas markets I've gone to, like the actual like artisans and creators, and it's just so lovely to see. So of course I will be going to the Winchester Christmas market this year, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We're just focusing on autumn styling. I'm not sure if looks like I've got too much blusher on at the moment. I used the new Urban Decay blush this morning, and it is quite like bold, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it does have a lot of colour. I feel like when I first applied it on my hand yesterday, it looked really like sheer, so I was like, you know what, I can apply a bit more, and I feel like maybe I've done a little bit too much, but nonetheless, it's a gorgeous product. I really do like this. I feel like it's a nice one for autumn, because it kind of gives a glow without it being like sheeny. Like, it doesn't look like a powdery glow. I really liked that. You can just apply it with your finger. I personally like to just kind of like blend it in with a brush. This Real Techniques brush is actually my favorite one to use for blush, and it isn't designed for blusher, but I really like it because you can just kind of really like dab it in and blend it out. So love that. You can see behind me some of the dresses that I am going to be styling up for the shoot today. I'm not gonna lie, I am really excited to get into autumn styling. I feel like it's been so delayed because of my trips this year. Normally in September I start to like dabble in autumn content, and I start to like do a few more like cozy things. I feel like here in the UK it was still very warm in September, but now that we are officially in October, I can fully embrace autumn mode. One thing that I actually really want to do is shoot this dress, this gorgeous little Forever New dress. I want to shoot this in an autumnal way because so many of you guys loved it when I started up in Italy, and I feel like it is such a beautiful dress. Like, it's so full. I love the pleating to the skirt, and it's actually quite a thick dress, so it is one that I feel like works really, really well for autumn. So I've got a vision of how I'm going to shoot it. I've got some like layers and like some knits to put with it, and I just think it's going to look really, really cute. I'm also shooting my little Holland Cooper dress because I just love this dress. Apparently this has actually gone into the Bicester store, and that's why it's not available online, because I know I've been linking it for you guys, and so many of you have been messaging saying me that the link hasn't been working. I spoke to the team. It's in the Bicester Village store, so if you are doing a trip to Bicester, oh, that's put me in the mood to go to Bicester. I've not been to Bicester in so long. Maybe close to Christmas time to get some Christmas presents. But anyway, I'm going on a massive tangent because I'm really, really excited about this shoot. So I'm going to head into Winchester. The sun is shining. We should be able to get some like really gorgeous, cozy, autumnal, but like beautiful like October content. I am so excited about this. Am I looking disheveled? Now I always feel like I look this way after a shoot day, but that was such a successful shoot. I'm so happy, and look at the sunshine we have. Honestly, this just makes me so happy. We just had blue skies out in Winchester. It was beautiful, just like perfect autumnal sunshine. There was like a little bit of a chill in the air. Just makes me so happy, and I'm loving the autumnal outfits we're creating. I've just put on my Holland Cooper dress back on because this is just the comfiest dress in the world, and I feel like over the next few months you can just expect me to be wearing like the same outfits in just different versions. It's like copy paste with my outfits when it comes to autumnal styling, because I just love my shirt dresses. They're so comfy and so cozy. Gosh, you can really tell that I've had a good shoot because I'm on cloud 9 right now, and I always feel this way when I feel like I nail the shoot. It's so funny. I feel like people are so different when it comes to their content, especially on like Instagram and stuff. There's usually two types of people. There's batch creators and there's people that like to do it on the fly. I am personally a batch creator because I am a typical Gemini. I'm an all or nothing person. So I feel like on my days that I vlog, you'll often notice that it's quite common for me to have like a one-day vlog, because if I'm like, I'm having a vlogging day today, that's literally all I want to do. Like, I'll just focus on the camera. I can barely even like film reels in between because I'm like, no, today's a vlogging day. If I'm having an admin day, I'm like, today's an admin day. I'm on my laptop and I literally don't get off the sofa for like 5 hours. If I'm having a shooting day, I like to put together loads of outfits, get really inspired, have like a full shooting day. And I know there are some people that's like, I'd much rather just like show the actual outfit that I'm wearing that day, but like, these are obviously outfits that I wear, and these are things that I style, and I don't know what is going on with my hair. I just chucked it up in a half little updo because it was getting very flat after wearing all of my hats today shooting. I feel like I always get really flustered. I look so pink faced, and in typical Murphy's Law style, I've just had a new delivery arrive whilst I was out shooting, and that is one thing that I feel like is so it's an underrated annoyance in my job. Like, I'm not joking if I say, if someone asks me what's the worst part about your job, I don't say the hate. The online hate doesn't really bother me. I don't say like the hours that I have to work. I don't say that there's like, I don't know, the privacy I have to give up, or like blah, blah, blah. There's so many things where it's like you could think that I would say no. The worst part about my job is that deliveries never arrive when you want them to. Honestly, it happens all the time. If I'm waiting for something to shoot for an ad, the amount of times that like it arrives either the day of or the day after I want to shoot it, like the day after I plan in a shoot day. It happens so much. Luckily, these were just dresses that were just sent over from the new collection, and I'm just able to post them organically, but it's so annoying because they would have been perfect to have styled up today for like really, you know, like October-y, autumnal content with like some little knits thrown over the top. So yeah, livid, but we will unbox that in a bit. Although I need to make myself some lunch because it's currently 3 o'clock and I have not eaten anything today and I am starving. So make myself some lunch and then we can unbox the pieces together. Probably need to fix my makeup as well because wowee, am I looking really glowy. I definitely think I put too much blusher on. That Urban Decay blusher definitely be a bit more light-handed than I have been with it. Well, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Lunch has been had and I'm feeling a lot better now. I feel like I was getting a little bit jittery from the coffees that I've had today, because I had a coffee whilst we were in Winchester as well. And when I have 2 coffees and I don't eat anything, it's not a good mix. Not a good mix. I need to remember to switch to decaf more often, but I feel a lot better now that I have eaten. And I'm very excited to show you what is in here. As I said, it would have been perfect if it had arrived this time yesterday and I could have taken it out to shoot with me, but such is life, such is influencer life. It is always the way. So I have been doing a bit of shopping on Karen Millen, and particularly on the new Lydia Millen collection. Now, I don't shop all of her collections. I do feel like she has some really gorgeous and timeless pieces though. But when I saw these items on the latest collection, I just had to have them. And I know the collection sells out quite quickly, so hopefully these are still in stock. But one thing I will say is that the petite versions and the plus size versions usually seem to have a little bit more stock available online. So I actually bought these all in petite. And I also bought a pair of shoes, which I might show you first. I've already taken the dresses out of the bag because I always love it when the bag looks all pretty. But the shoes that I bought, I'm very, very excited to style up for autumn winter, because I feel like these are going to be really, really gorgeous. And I really do love Karen Millen for their footwear. I feel like they do some really gorgeous footwear. And when I saw these boots, Gucci who? Gucci who? I mean, look at the horse bit on it. I am so, so in love, and I'm hoping they're going to fit on my calves, because this is something I feel like we talk about every single autumn winter. But if you're new around here, you might not know this about me. I have very big calves. I'm a big calved girl. It's just something about me. And I really struggle a lot with like knee-high boots, quite tall ankle boots. I just find that they don't like give enough stretch. But these do have 2 panels either side of them that I'm hoping are going to stretch enough. But I just loved the colour of them. Like, look at that deep mahogany brown. I'm in absolute love. I thought they were so, so gorgeous. And start up with these dresses. Oh, I can't even. Let me show you the dresses. I mean, have you ever seen such a like PetiteElliee dress in your life? I can't remember the name of these dresses, but they are like the most beautiful autumnal floral dresses I have ever seen. And florals are for autumn, 100%, but I do feel like the way you style them is quite important to think about and quite important to consider. So when I saw these dresses that dropped on Karen Millen, I just fell in love. I mean, first of all, shirt dress. As I said, it's going to be shirt dress orama here on my feed, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, because I just absolutely love them. They're so comfortable. They're perfect for days like today when I just like, especially this one, because I had to change quite a lot today into different outfits. It was a great one just to shove back on afterwards and be super comfy for the rest of the day when I've got like meetings later on this afternoon, just sitting about and having lunch. Like, they're really comfy yet look so elevated. I absolutely love them. They're also great for like workwear. I always get questions about workwear from you guys. I feel like these would be beautiful for an office with like a little pair of ballet flats or the new boots. I thought it would be so, so cute with these. I just love the like floral pattern to it. It's so gorgeous the way it's kind of like an ombre. So it starts off like a little bit, it's like quite, I don't want to say like basic, but it's not as much, and then it gets like really full towards the bottom of the skirt. I just thought it was so, so gorgeous, and I can imagine myself just floating around with these with like little cable knits thrown over my shoulder. These are just such like early autumn styling kind of dresses for me. I love them. Oh my goodness, I could not be more in love with this dress. I mean, is this not just the most autumnal floral dress you have ever laid your eyes on? It's so, so beautiful, fits so beautifully. If you wanted to size up, you easily could have. Just realised that this button needs doing up here because we've got a little bit of a gaping hole. But I love the cuffs. They always do like the best cuffs at Karen Millen. I love the fact that the sleeves are a little bit sheer, but obviously it will work perfectly if you put like a vest underneath. I just do like a little white vest or like thermal underneath if it gets a little bit colder. The pleating to the skirt is stunning and the length is perfect on me. Really, really glad that I picked this up in petite. As I said, the petite are usually a little bit better with regards to stock levels. And can we also take a moment for the boots? Oh my word. I mean, they are high. I'm not gonna lie. They are very, very high, but they are beautiful. beautiful. I mean, they just look so Gucci and they go so beautifully with this dress. There's nothing I love more than like long line shirt dresses and boots for autumn. That is just my autumnal style. I feel like it works really well as well with like the hair half up because it's got the gorgeous collar. I personally prefer to have it like a little bit more open, but if you wanted it a bit more of like a preppy style, you could definitely do it all the way up. I think that's so beautiful as well. But for me, this is just such a gorgeous, like ethereal autumnal outfit. I am absolutely in love. I can't stop twirling around in this. It's just so gorgeous. I realised I kept saying them, and you probably didn't realise that there is two of them. That is why I kept saying them, because this one is even more autumnal and even more gorgeous. It's like deep green colour. I do love green for autumn winter. I feel like it's just so classic for that time of year. Like it's really reflective of the seasons. I do love seasonal dressing. I feel like it's one of my favourite things about living in the UK, particularly living in the countryside. Since moving to the New Forest, I really do feel like the seasons just are like elevated here. Like you can really feel it in your surroundings, and I love that. So I love the like deep dark earthy greens. I'm so obsessed, and the colorway that runs through the flowers, the like yellows and pinks. I'm really loving yellow this season. I feel like it's really working in my wardrobe. And what I love about these is because they are full sleeve, because they are full length, you can easily layer up underneath them as well. I know I've spoken about this so much when it comes to autumnal styling recently, but I do love these kinds of dresses because they're great to wear now, and they're great to style up for different ways when the weather starts to get a little bit colder. So I'm so excited to have added these dresses into my wardrobe. I'm also excited that they are petite because it means they're gonna fit so beautifully in length, and I just have a feeling that I'm gonna live in these throughout the following months. They are just beautiful. Well, I really didn't think it was going to get much better from the white one, and then I've put this green one on and just gone, oh wow, this is just wow. It's the only word that I can use right now to describe it, because it is beautiful. So beautiful, so ethereal, so autumnal. I'm also obsessed with the like tailoring in these dresses. They actually cinch in so much in your waist. Now I've just gone for my usual size. I've gone for a 12 petite. Sometimes with Karen Millen I usually size up if I'm going petite, but I decided to go true for size with these because I didn't want them to be too oversized. I feel like they're supposed to look structured and look quite fitted, and I'm really glad that I have, because I just think the sizing is perfect. Love the belt. I do feel like you need it. It really helps to kind of just like create that structure, but the pleated skirt is just my favorite. I just want to walk around and do this. Like, look how gorgeous those florals are. Oh my word, they look like dahlias actually. I need to have a closer look at what the actual flowers are. This dress also goes so beautifully with the boots. I am absolutely in love. This is just my style to a T at autumn. Oh Lydia, these dresses, they are just beautiful. And then lastly, from Karen Millen, something that I feel like I've been really missing in my wardrobe, and this is also actually part of Lydia's latest collection with Karen Millen. She has released a beautiful range of cashmere jumpers, and I'm really particular about where I shop my cashmere from, because I have found a lot of brands to have really itchy cashmere. I'm someone that is so sensitive to the feel of my clothes. I want them to be super soft, super cozy. I do not settle for like itchy woolen knits. I do not enjoy them. So when it comes to cashmere, they need to be super soft. They also need to like wash well, and I do feel like the Karen Millen cashmere washes so beautifully. I absolutely love it. So this is a beautiful like dark chocolate brown cashmere roll look, and I don't have anything in my wardrobe this color, and I love browns for autumn winter. I do feel like this has been like such an autumnal haul, particularly with regards to like the color palette. It really is reflecting that autumn styling, and I do just absolutely love like a deep brown for autumn. I think it's so beautiful, so timeless and classic and reflective of the season, which is what I absolutely love about this. And I just love a cashmere jumper. They are just so classic for the autumn season, and this is the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say that my sloggy bras work so well underneath them, because you see no seams, you see no kind of like line or ridge or anything like that. It's just really lovely and smooth, and I feel like they work so beautifully under jumpers like this. So another gorgeous new addition into my wardrobe. Well done, Lydia, because the latest collection you have done with Karen Millen I think has been my favorite yet. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'll leave the full collection down below as well if you want to check it out. And lastly, the gorgeous roll neck. My goodness me, am I in love with this. I am so obsessed with the colour. I feel like the colour is what has really drawn me to this. And can you see what I mean when I say that you don't see any like lines? You know how normally with bras you see that horrible like ridge here, you don't see any of that. It's just so lovely and smooth, and you just get like a really, really nice shape. And I feel like it works so beautifully with these. It also works if you've gone for like a smaller, tighter roll neck. I actually went for a large in these. I sized up in this one, mainly because I just wanted it to be this kind of like looser fit, but you could definitely go true to size if you want it to be a little bit more snug, a little bit more fitted, but particularly with this kind of an outfit, I just love a little bit of a looser fit. I've just styled up some gorgeous black wide leg trousers, and I've gone for the boots, which just looks so good with dresses and with trousers. I'm absolutely in love with them. I think they just work so, so well. And I love the like black and brown kind of outfit, pulling in those like really autumnal tones. This to me is such an ageless outfit. I absolutely love it. But you can wear these roll necks with so many different kind of like bases. I love wearing them with silk skirts, like midi skirts, mini skirts, pleated skirts, leggings, jeans. There's so many different ways that you can style them up. There is a reason why they are considered an absolute classic. And I love the roll to the neck. Like, it's not too claustrophobic. You can roll it down once more if you want a little bit more like turtleneck, but I really like how cozy it is. I'm getting really nice and snug like this. I feel like it's just such a perfect autumn winter outfit. I am so, so in love. So another gorgeous haul from Karen Millen. Some really cute pieces to add into my autumnal wardrobe. I'm just obsessed with all of them. Well, my goodness me, I feel like I'm just looking up more and more disheveled as the day goes on. The glasses have officially come out because I have been staring at a laptop screen for literally the rest of this afternoon, editing up all the pictures. I'm looking at my phone screen and my eyes are killing. I definitely am going to need to use some Pixie eye patches because the bags under these eyes are no joke. But I've just got out my little gardening truck, because I'm in charge of dinner tonight. Alex has been away again in London. So I'm in charge of dinner again tonight, and I've come out to my veg truck to harvest up some of the peppers. My spinach is being eaten alive at the moment. I am not happy about this. I'm not entirely sure what it is that's eating them. But I've come out to harvest some peppers for tonight's dinner because I am doing meatballs, and I thought the peppers would be really, really lovely to pair with it. And I have literally left them for so long that they have pretty much all gone red, which excites me so, so much. They're coming off so easily. Look! Oh! Honestly, nothing makes me happier than harvesting my own veg. It just heals my soul. And look how cute it looks in this little truck. Oh my gosh, it's like the perfect size for it. It's just so tiny, all of these peppers. None of them seem to have grown any bigger. I feel like they are just like mini peppers, and that's kind of the way that they are. Please do not look at my tomato plant there. He is not looking happy. I need to completely pull him up, but my peppers are looking good, and that's all that matters. Oh, I think I just walked through a spider's web. I'm not gonna lie, I can literally feel it on my forehead. It is spider season at the moment, and anyone that lives in an old house can sympathize that they are just everywhere right now. Oh, I literally, do you ever like feel that creepy crawly where you're just like, oh, I feel like I can feel something on my head whenever you walk through a spider's web? But considering that it is October, I am really happy with this look. I know that they are the tiniest little peppers you have ever seen, but it's been so much fun this summer just experimenting with my veg truck, seeing what I can grow. The tomatoes, the lettuce and the spinach did so well. I feel like I need a little bit more space for things like peppers and onions, but I'm so happy with them. Like, honestly, so happy. I feel like this is probably maybe the last loot that I will have gotten from the pepper plant, but we'd managed to get quite a few. We got a lot of green peppers, and then obviously I've left these and they've gone a beautiful vibrant red. So I'm gonna chop these up, make some yummy dinner for me and Alex, and then we can just have a lovely cozy relaxing evening. Question: how soon is too soon to watch The Holiday? Alex has just texted me that he's on his way home and has just said I'm really in the mood to watch The Holiday tonight. And I feel like, I mean, it's already getting dark. Cozy season is here. I might just be convinced. I might just be convinced.